160 color. 160, 3/4, coming up, 3/4 pounders. That's what I need right now, 3 of them. Go in there and make that little kid hear that bell. Boom. Or the pounder bell. Alright. 160, 3/4, yeah. Untangle the saw and plug it back in. Ready, food picker? I'm ready. Yo, what up? It's T Squeegee, and this is not another window cleaning video. This is T Squeegee remodels his master bedroom. I don't know if you guys watch the podcast or not, but if you do, you know I had a flood, wiped out this room here. This used to be a garage, like I want to say maybe the late 60s, early 70s, this was a garage. My grandfather, whose house this used to be, I bought it from my grandparents. This house I grew up in, turned it into a family room. It's where we used to watch TV, and there's a fireplace in the corner, and, you know, it's where we did all of our hanging out, you know. And now it is a master bedroom, my master bedroom. Because I have several other areas in the house, like a TV room, and we have a 4-season. It used to be a 3-season room, but now it's I turned it into an addition, added it onto the house, knocked down a couple of walls. So, you know, I use this as the master bedroom. But we had a flood. All this floor that I'm building here now, that you see me building here now, had to be removed because we had some black mold. Me and my wife and my kids all got sick, and that's been something we had been going through. I'd say early on in the podcast, I did a lot of hacking and coughing and, you know, sick all the time. And come to find out, I had black mold growing underneath. I had no idea. We had no idea this was flooded until the floor got weak, and I started to pull it up to fix it, and noticed that there was about a ½ inch of standing water in here. And you can see the floor's it's kind of sloped. Both ends are sloped to the center, so, you know, it kind of just sat. And unfortunately, everything was ruined. And, you know, homeowners insurance is super awesome and didn't really help at all. Insurance is a fraud. Fraud on America. But anyways, you know, I just, it's kind of the slower end of the season, so I figure, you know, what better time than now to get it done. And I've waited and haggled and bitched at the insurance company long enough to where I'm just, you know, screw it. If they do something about it, I'll get the money back. If not, I won't, you know. So it's looking like I won't, and that's fine. Whatever. I'm going to end up switching companies because, come to find out, when they had the remediation crew come in, they inspected it and, you know, everything, and, you know, they couldn't find the issue. They thought it was my hot water tank, which it wasn't. I thought it might have been the hot water tank, but it wasn't. I thought it was an AC condenser because they convinced me that the condenser pump failed and it was leaking in the floor. But come to find out, there's a crack in the slab over in the far corner to my left in this video, and groundwater is seeping through. I took pictures of it and everything, but I doubt the insurance company will do anything. So we just took and hydraulic cemented it up real good. My grandfather has French drains on this house, and a French drain, if you don't know what that is, it's like a hole with a pipe connected to it in the ground with some gravel and large rocks to filter water out. So the water's just not, the gutters aren't kicked out onto the slabs or nothing like that. They go underground and then leach away slowly. Well, I think that those are backed up and just filled with sediment and, just no longer usable. And I think that water's backing up and getting into my slab. So I hydraulic cemented that corner, and then we replaced the downspouts. Unfortunately, no more French drains, but you do what you got to do. And hopefully, I've solved the problem. If not, it looks like I'll be doing this again later on in life, hopefully. But I doubt it. I think we've figured it out. I'm fairly confident that it's sorted now. But Jeremy's here helping me. Jeremy's been a big help on this. He's been a big help all year. Um, it's just nice to have an extra set of hands doing this. I know I've talked about it before. This is something I used to do. This was my previous employment. Um, this is what I used to do to make money before cleaning windows is construction, home remodeling, building homes from foundation up, plumbing, tile work, but mostly framing and roofing and drywall work. That was the mainstays. I did a lot of plumbing with my grandfather. When I was a teenager, he had his own plumbing business. That's probably where I got my entrepreneur, like little streak in me to do everything myself, and you know, it working with him, it's nice to have that. I mean, I probably with some apprenticeship time, I probably could have went and been a journeyman plumber. But I was a smart kid and thought, hey, even though I have all that experience, I'm gonna go be a carpenter instead. Biggest mistake ever. I should have been a plumber. But that's neither here nor there. But all of that led me to this, the window cleaning thing, which I love. You know what I mean? And thankfully, with window cleaning, I'm able to afford the home that I'm living in here. Um, and when something goes wrong, afford to fix it. So that's always good, right? So it's not all that bad. um, but this is just the first. I'm gonna give you guys each step of this. This is the rebuilding of the floor. I'm gonna paint next. I think maybe I'll do the painting and the finished floor in another video, and you know, give you the old finish and the money shot at the end. See how it all turns out. But this is just before Christmas. This is the week of Christmas, or the week before Christmas. Yeah, this is what is it, December 19th. So we started on the 18th, and this video will finish on the 19th. So I'm trying to cram all this in before Christmas. My entire bedroom is on my back porch. It used to be a three-season room, but I converted it and knocked down a wall, so it's part of the house now. And that's usually where, when we have company over, we all usually eat dinner out there and watch TV and play cards, whatever. Well, that area has been taken away from us since this happened, so I'm trying to get this finished before Christmas so I can have that room back, which it's looking like I'm going to be able to do. So, which is awesome. With Jeremy's help, I was able to get it done, or the floor done anyways. So hopefully, if everything goes right, I'll be able to show you before Christmas or after Christmas the finished product. Hopefully, I'm hoping. Uh, Fingers crossed for me, guys. But yeah, what we're doing, we're just these are 2x6. This is about a little under 16-foot wide room. About, I don't know, 16, I'd say about 20, 22 foot long room. 16 by 22, yeah, 16 by 22 is what I got it measured out square footage wise. We just put a rim joist around, tap conduit to the slab, and just started throwing joists in. We're having to unfortunately throw a little shim underneath there because of, like I said, the center of the room's kind of it's all sloped to the center, of course, for drainage because it is a garage. Um, so there'd be a little bounce there, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to get the bounce out of the room by adding a little shim support there. So, but yeah, we were trucking along here. We got, I'd say, a little over half the room done in a few hours the other day. Um, the 18th, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. I think we got a little over half the room done Tuesday. Um, it, it went fairly quickly, which is nice. It's nice having an extra set of hands. So, yeah, as you can see, we do a lot of bullshit, and I'm always busting Jeremy's chops. Jeremy's a good sport. But yeah, everything's going pretty smoothly so far with the addition, with the remodel on the bedroom. I haven't ran into any snafus as of yet, but tomorrow's another day. We do a lot of talking, as you guys can see. That's how you get stuff done, is by talking about it, trying to get it done. But stuff always goes wrong. This fireplace in the corner turned out to be a nightmare. It was such a pain in the ass. But, we got around it eventually, as you guys will see as the video goes on. But, we're doing her to her, fellers and gentle ladies. Check this out. Got it?
Yeah. Where you want it?
Yeah. Okay. Let's do 80 and a quarter. Can you cut it? Can you make it over there?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay.
No.
There you go, buddy.
I'm gonna fucking give you wrecking balls when that happens. First, and then we'll just take those out.
Yeah, so there's some nail pounding and some wood cutting for you. We cutting wood and pounding on wood at the same time. I don't know. I'll be glad when this is done, though. Um, I just, it just, not so much because I don't like doing it. It's just the whole situation, having to deal with the insurance company and this being so messed up for so long. This all started and happened when I was in Kansas City, Missouri, like a few days before I left for Kansas City, Missouri. The remediation crew came in and started ripping the room apart and It was closed off for a couple weeks while they got rid of the mold and all the wet lumber and wet insulation and did their inspections and all that crap. So it's just been a nightmare. But you can see we got the joists in, and we're gonna start throwing down the sheeting here, guys. We're just using some 5/8 sheeting, some glue, and nailing the perimeters. Just to keep the joists straight and on center. And I'm having Jeremy go through and, as you can see, screw the centers out. With some 1 5/8 wood screws. Just keep the floor not squeaky and kick ass for as long as I shall live. Hopefully, we'll see. Now we're into the cutting part. I got to cut a drop for that end down there, and I'm going to come back and um, throw that piece down and you know get doing or two. Or ended up having to move that piece because that end down there is short, so I had to throw a drop. Had to throw another drop down there. Yeah, and this is me yelling. This is when I figured out it wasn't going to work the way I wanted it to. So I had to put a drop from outside. Unfortunately, I don't know if you'll see, but I ended up having to, because you got to stagger the seams, so I had to end up throwing something down to get a couple of joists in, so my seams would be staggered. But it's just a pain in the ass. You know how that goes. Nothing ever goes to plan. Nothing ever goes to plan. So now we got our 2 foot piece in, and then another 8 footer, and then we're gonna slap us another 8 footer in, and just keep going and going and going and going until she's all put together. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to having my office back and it not being a bedroom slash office anymore. Um, I'm looking forward to a lot of things. My house being back in order, that's the main thing. Man, it's just been a nightmare. So it'll be nice to get this all done and taken care of. You guys will get to see how it goes, and um, you know, you get to see me bitch more about stuff, and um, you know, never a dull moment in the T Squeegee household. But I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. Tell your friends about it. Get them to subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And we'll be back with another episode of Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio live on YouTube again soon. We seem to be getting pretty good audience following on that, so we're gonna keep doing them for a while, and until the shine wears off, and then we'll get back to the normal stuff. But I'll probably throw a couple normal podcasts in because I've got some guys that I'm gonna have come in and interview, and some of it's gonna be during the day because there's a couple of folks I want to talk to that are really cool in the business that are just not gonna be able to do it in the evenings, and we'll record those and then throw those up later on YouTube and iTunes and Podbean. Just look for Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio on Podbean and iTunes, and T Squeegee and Outlaw Window Cleaner on YouTube, and subscribe, man. Come be a part of the show. It's fun. And thanks for watching, guys. It's been pretty kick-ass, and we'll have a Happy New Year and a Merry, Merry Christmas. Peace, bitches.